Huzzah! What's going on, everyone? It's Storm the Bard here. We're doing another top 5 reasons to play. This is Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace, published and developed by Asmodee Entertainment and brought straight over from the tabletop. If you like H.P. Lovecraft, if you like Cthulhu lore, and you like some turn-based, then this is the game to check out. All right, let's get right into it. Number one, we're going right in with the investigation. The investigation is a really cool. Don't mind the background here. I wasn't able to really get video, so I took it off my stream and stuff, so that way I could cut it down. So if you happen to hear me talking kind of twice, it's because I'm also taking this straight from my stream, but hopefully my volume is outplaying this one. But anyway, let's get into it. So the first top reason I have for you to play this is the investigation. If you like a game that's mystery and solving mysteries, this is a really cool one. The investigation is really awesome too, because as you can see here, so when you go to look at this large chest, you have two options, right? You have this force open shake. You get that a lot with a lot of different things, whether you're looking at a body, whether you're looking in a shelf, whether you're looking at a book, things like that. Now, because we just made, so say you're on the tabletop, you're rolling dice, right? And you miss. In this case, what just happened is that Mythos clock. The Mythos clock is in the right-hand corner. That Mythos clock counts down every time you make a mistake or every time something happens, whether maybe you're just moving along, whatever the case may be. When the Mythos clock strikes to the top thing, it gives the whole team kind of like an insanity thing. So basically, it'll maybe make the clock go faster. It will make it so certain things will happen and such. So it's something that you watch out for throughout the game and such. And beyond that, you have insanity things on your own characters. So as you're investigating stuff, sometimes as you're messing things up or you're looking at bodies, their insanity numbers start dropping, and then they start getting some like debuffs and things like that. And it's really well done. So let's get into number two. Number two is combat. Combat is really cool. If you're a turn-based fan, then I definitely recommend it. It wasn't extremely hard. I don't believe there was a difficult setting. I can't honestly remember if I chose one or not. But regardless, I played through the whole game, which I guess would have been on the normal setting because I didn't really change anything around. I went straight into it, and I was able to play it. It's semi-short game. I mean, it's only like, I think if I remember right, I think it's only like $20 on Steam and on console, and it's well worth it. It was definitely a fun run. There was I don't know how many chapters I want to say, maybe 10, 9 chapters, maybe something around there. So there was it was definitely well worth it. And enjoyable. It also has some replay value to it as well, using different characters. There's a bunch of different investigators that you can do with. But the combat is really good. You've got melee combat, you've got range, like guns, and you've got some spells. The spells are cool because they can backfire. Sometimes they can help, sometimes they can hinder. So you get kind of that RNG going on as well, too. It wasn't really it wasn't overcomplicated. It was very simple. It was like, okay, I'm going to either move my character, take an action. I could either use an item, I can focus myself to be higher on the initiative, or I can put myself in Overwatch, so when someone comes walking up to me, I can use that technique and fire at them or wait for them to get close and then hit them, etc. So it worked out pretty good. All right, number 5, enemies. Now, you know me, I love dark stuff, right? I mean, I'm a fan of monsters and creatures and whatnot. And this did good. It didn't have a ton, but it did have a good amount of enemies. So this is my third one is enemies, and they have different things from cultists to people with masks on. I guess those would be more cultists in a way. Then you have creatures themselves, like these kind of Cthulhu-like creatures and such. Like little skirtling things and stuff, and things with tentacles, because of course Cthulhu tentacles, why not? So there was a variety for, like, again, a small game, and I hope they do more. I really do hope that Asmodee decides to, like, maybe build off of this. I feel like they could, because they called it Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace, which gave it like a title, which means it could be like Arkham Horror whatever the next game could be. And I feel like something like this could definitely be more of it. Let's get into the next one. All right, number 4 is locations. They got a decent amount of locations in the game. I thought it was pretty cool. You got the Miskatonic University. You've got a mansion and a couple different mansions. You've got New Orleans. They did a good job. I don't want to give everything away, but they did a good job in terms of the ones that they did. And it worked out well, especially with the storyline and the different locations. They all look unique. They all have a unique flavor to them. The lore is pretty decent on them, which, let's get right into that. The last and final top 5 reason to play, the lore. Okay, if you're a fan of Cthulhu, if you're a fan of H.P. Lovecraft, then you're going to definitely enjoy it. There's a lot of little things that you can pick up in it if you're a fan of this stuff. And I highly recommend it. I'll be doing some more top 5s also on some more Cthulhu games. I got a couple I want to throw in that I did over Halloween time that I really, really enjoyed from Call of Cthulhu and the Sinking City and stuff like that. So I'll definitely be getting those on there as well. But this was a nice little game that I really enjoyed. Had some Cthulhu lore, was a good dark RPG, had a nice mystery to it, and good investigation. So yeah, this is Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace. I highly advise checking it out. It's pretty good. It's a short game. Again, I mean, if you want to grab it on sale, that's your call. Right now, I think it's only like $20. It's fun. If you like Cthulhu, if you like investigation, if you want to have, some good times with it, then definitely check it out. And there is some replay value. There's different investigators and whatnot, and they all have their little quirks and things. So, and I think there's more than likely little dialogue options for each of them too, so that could be interesting as well, and voice acting and such. So yeah, this is Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace, top 5 reasons to play. I'm Storm the Bard. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to hit that subscribe and that like and all those things that YouTube people do. Come over to the stream, that too, www.twitch.tv, Storm the Bard. Come tell me you found me through here, or, whatever. Come see our RPGs. We do a lot of dark horror RPGs, dark fantasy, dark sci-fi. We've been doing like Outriders and Warhammer and things like that. So thank you again for coming by, everybody. Have a good one. Be safe, be just, and as always, huzzah.